Unfortunately, Justin Barcia found himself in the worst possible position at the worst possible moment during a terrifying opening lap incident in the 450SX main event in Anaheim. As the field charged away from the gate and stormed through the opening corners, the track funneled riders through turn 3 and into the right field rhythm lane that led directly into a triple jump. At the end of that rhythm section, Ken Roczen and Malcolm Stewart made contact mid-air as they prepared to launch the triple. In the split second that followed, Stewart made a decision to double single the obstacle rather than commit to the full triple. As Malcolm rolled through the landing of the third jump, Justin Barcia was already fully committed and airborne, carrying the speed required to clear the entire triple. With nowhere to go and no time to react, Barcia came down directly onto Stewart. His motorcycle landed on Malcolm's left shoulder and arm, instantly ejecting Barcia over the handlebars and slamming him violently into the dirt. From the grandstands, the crash was horrifying. Barcia appeared motionless at first, sending an immediate wave of concern through Angel Stadium. Up close, he could be seen moving his arms and head slightly, offering a small but important sign of responsiveness amid a deeply unsettling scene. The race was immediately red flagged as medical crews rushed to the site. What should have been the opening moments of a high-energy season opener instead turned into a moment of collective anxiety, with riders, teams, and fans all focused on the well-being of those involved. It was a shocking and sobering start to the 450SX main event, underscoring just how unforgiving Supercross can be when circumstances align in the wrong way. Initial reports from the track indicated that Malcolm Stewart suffered a dislocated shoulder as a result of the incident. He was able to get to his feet, but will require an MRI later this week to fully evaluate the injury and determine the extent of any additional damage. Stewart's inability to triple the obstacle on the opening lap was purely circumstantial, yet it placed him directly in harm's way as Barcia came down from above. Justin Barcia, meanwhile, absorbed the majority of the impact. After being thrown over the bars, he landed hard on his back and head, immediately prompting fears of a serious injury. Early updates provided cautious optimism, as Barcia was reported to be awake, alert, and able to feel and move all of his limbs. He was transported from the stadium for further evaluation, but in a moment that brought visible relief to the crowd, Barcia waved to the fans as he was taken off the track. Further clarification came throughout the evening. Kellen Brouwer reported that, according to Ducati, Barcia was coherent, responsive, and retained full sensation, though he was clearly in significant pain following the crash. Troy Lee Designs Ducati later confirmed that Justin was alert and communicating with medical personnel as he left the stadium, and that he could feel and move all of his limbs. As of 9:30 p.m. Saturday night, Barcia remained at a local hospital undergoing additional scans and tests to fully assess his condition. More official updates are expected as results come in, but the early information offered some reassurance after a crash that left the entire stadium holding its breath. Away from the chaos of the main event, the 2026 Monsterenergy AMA Supercross opener also marked an important and encouraging night for Jorge Prado. Prado showed strong pace early in the evening, getting a solid start in his heat race and immediately placing himself among the front-running group. When Cooper Webb and Aaron Plessinger made contact and both went down, Prado was perfectly positioned to capitalize. He surged into the race lead and rode with confidence and control, managing the race well and holding off a late charge from Eli Tomac to secure the heat race victory. It marked the second 450SX heat race win of Prado's career, his first coming during the muddy conditions of the 2024 San Francisco Supercross. However, the result came with an unexpected twist. Shortly after the race, the Super Motocross League announced that Prado failed his post-race sound test, resulting in a 3-point penalty. While his finishing position remained unchanged, the penalty reduced his points haul from 20 to 17 on the night. As a result, Prado now sits tied for 4th in the 450SX championship standings alongside Jason Anderson, who also has 17 points after finishing 5th. Hunter Lawrence, who finished 4th on the night, sits just ahead with 18 points. Looking at the bigger picture, Anaheim represented a notable step forward for Prado compared to his 2025 season. Throughout the weekend, he repeatedly emphasized how comfortable and confident he feels being back on a KTM, and that confidence was evident in his riding. Well, it is far too early to draw firm conclusions after a single round. Prado's speed, composure, and overall performance suggest this result was not a fluke. Whether he can sustain this momentum across the season remains to be seen, but the 2026 Supercross opener provided a strong indication that Jorge Prado may be poised for a much stronger year.